The standard parts, or the standard way of making clothes in Blender, is that you duplicate the body, or the areas of the body that the clothes are meant to be on. And then what you do is you add a shrink wrap modifier and on surface, and you select the target to be on the base body. Now, this is great, you know, you can do an offset, and then you can sculpt in details from here. So this works, but the problem that you run into, and even with like the simulation brushes, if you don't want to do all of it manually, right? We've got the grab brush here for cloth, and we're doing this. Notice how it kind of just goes, like it works, but you notice that it's kind of a difficult fight to keep the clothes from clipping through the body or through other clothes. So now I'm going to show you how to do it so that it automatically conforms to your body and your anatomy without you having to mess around with it. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to add a shrink wrap like normal, right? So we add a shrink wrap. We obviously, you know, we say a shrink wrap to the body. Right now it's on surface. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to outside, right? We're going to do outside, and at first, right, if I disable and enable, it looks like not much is really happening. But if I turn up this offset here, right, so I turn this up, you can kind of start to see what's happening. So now, with the new shrink wrap, we can take our cloth simulation brushes, and we can kind of just come in here, and we can kind of pull this in. Now, notice how as I do that, instead of it kind of sinking in the mesh, it actually conforms to the anatomy, right? So, and this helps with realistic wrinkles, right? So let's say we're on the waist here. Let's say we want the shirt to be a little bit tighter, right? So now you see that it's wrinkles in the light space here, or in the light area here. But then it actually conforms to the actual anatomy, right? And if you want a little even here, we can come here and we can kind of just pull this back a little bit, add a little bit more of a stretch here between the front of the chest here to the backs and the sides, right? And that is how you would make it so that when you sculpt, the clothes will automatically stick to your character.